Hello and welcome to a new video on IGCSE Mathematics. In this video, we shall be discussing angles in parallel lines. The diagram shows a straight line intersecting two parallel lines. Find the value of P and the value of Q. So to find the value of P, we simply subtract 70 from 180 because their sum has to be 180. So P equals 180 minus 70. Which gives us 110. Now, to get Q, we need to exploit properties of parallel lines. So these two lines here are parallel. And therefore, this angle 70 is equal to this angle here. So this angle is 70 as well, because these are corresponding angles. So what are corresponding angles? Corresponding angles are angles that form the shape of the letter F. So these angles here are corresponding angles. Of course, you can have the F horizontally positioned like this. Again, these angles would be corresponding angles. And this is the case here. You can point out that this here looks like the letter F. So these two angles are corresponding angles. Now, how do we get Q? We notice that we have an X shape here. So this is an X shape. So these angles are vertically opposite angles. So therefore, Q will equal 70 as well. So 110 for P and 70 for Q. These are the correct answers. Find the value of A in this diagram. Again, we have parallel lines. If we join them together, we get something that looks like an F. So this angle here is 42 because it's corresponding with this angle here. And also we have the 67 outside. So we can get this angle as 180 minus 67. This gives us 113. So this angle is 113. Finally, we have angle A. So we have a triangle that we can use. This triangle here, which I'm coloring in yellow. The sum of the three angles in the triangle gives us 180. So 113 plus 42 plus A gives us 180. So 155 plus A gives us 180. So A equals 180 minus 155. And that gives us 25 as a final answer. And 25 is the correct answer here. The diagram shows a trapezium. Work out the value of X. So since we have two parallel lines, we should know that there are co-interior angles here. So another letter formed by parallel lines is the letter U. We have two parallel lines like this. These two angles, A and B, are called co-interior angles, and they are supplementary. So A plus B equals 180. Of course, you can have the letter U horizontally or vertically positioned like this. In both cases, A plus B will equal 180. So in our case, let's call this angle A. Let's call this angle here B. So A plus B equals 180. So 97 minus 3x plus 69 plus 5x equals 180. Now, let's expand and simplify. So we have 97 minus 3x plus 69 plus 5x equals 180. So negative 3x plus 5x, that gives us 2x. And then 97 plus 69, we add those together and we get 166. So 2x plus 166 equals 180. 2x equals 180 minus 166, which gives us 14. So x equals to 7. And that would be our final answer. And 7 is the correct answer according to the marking scheme. There it is. Triangle ABC is isosceles and AC is parallel to BD. Find the value of A and the value of B. So first of all, we exploit the Z shape that we can see here. And this is the third type of angle formed by parallel lines. So since these are parallel, these angles are congruent alternating interior angles. So the third type of shape formed by parallel lines is the alternating interior angle shape, which is the letter Z. So this angle and this angle here, if we say that this is A and this is B, A is equal to B because of alternating interior angles. So just to sum up the shapes that we have talked about so far, we have the letter F, this is A, this is B. These are called corresponding angles. And these are congruent to each other. So A is congruent to B, or A is equal to B. We also have the Z shape. So this is A and this is B. Again, A is congruent or equal to B. And these are called alternating interior angles. Finally, we have co-interior angles, which look like a U shape like this. But in this case, A and B are not congruent, they are supplementary. So A plus B equals 180. These are called co-interior angles. Now, in our case, in this problem, we're going to use the first letter, which is the letter Z. And we're going to say that 40 is equal to B. So therefore, B is equal to 40 because these two angles are congruent alternating interior angles. You can see the letter Z here. It's in vertical form, so it looks more like an N. Z or N, that will work in both cases. So anyway, B is equal to 40. And then we have an isosceles triangle. So this triangle here is isosceles. This angle is the vertex. So these two angles here would be the base angles, and this would be A. So in order to get A, we say A plus 40 equals 180. So 2A plus 40 equals 180. And 2A equals 140. We subtract the 40, we take it to the other side. And then we divide by 2, so we get A equals to 70. And that's the final answer for A. So therefore, B equals to 40 and A equals to 70. And we are done with the problem. We got the correct answers here as well. The diagram shows two parallel lines, PAQ and SBCT. AB equals AC. QAC is 43. Find the value of X. So since the lines are parallel, we can exploit either the Z shape or the F shape or the U shape. Here we have a very clear Z shape. So this angle and this angle are congruent alternating interior angles. So this would be 43. And then because the triangle is isosceles, so we know that the vertex here is X And the other two angles would be the base angles. So this green angle and this green angle here. These are the base angles and they are equal to each other. So we can write 43 on the other angle. And then we form an equation for the triangle. So 43 plus 43 plus x equals 180, sum of angles. So 86 plus x equals 180. X equals 180 minus 86. And that gives us x equals 94. And this is the correct answer for the problem as well. AC is parallel to FBD. ABC is an isosceles triangle. CBE is a straight line. Find the value of x. So first of all, let's look at the triangle here. We have an isosceles triangle. So let's call this angle A, for example. Since the triangle is isosceles, therefore this here would be the vertex and the other two would be the base angles. So now we have A plus 26 equals 180. So 2A plus 26 equals 180. So 2A equals 180 minus 26, which would be 154. Therefore, A would be 77. I divided by 2 on both sides, of course. So now we have 77 here and 77 here as well. Now we can use the property of parallel lines. We have these two lines here parallel to each other. We have a very clear Z shape here. So since this is 77, therefore this is 77 as well, because these two angles are congruent alternating interior angles. And to get the x, I simply subtract 77 from 180, because I have a linear pair here. So the sum of these two angles, 77 plus x equals 180. So x equals 180 minus 77. So x equals 103. X equals 103 is the correct answer here as well. The diagram shows an isosceles triangle ABC with AB equals AC. LCM and BCN are straight lines and LCM is parallel to AB. ACL is 56. Find the value of x and the value of y. So since this is an isosceles triangle, we can say that this angle here is equal to x. And the reason for that is that this side here is equal to this side here. So this is the vertex. The angle between them is the vertex. And the other two angles are the base angles, which are equal to each other. Furthermore, since the two lines are parallel, we can draw a Z shape here. And we can say that this angle is equal to this angle. So this is x, because these are alternating interior angles. So therefore, we have three angles here, 56 and x and x, and together they form a 180-degree angle. So we can construct an equation in x, 56 plus x equals 180. So 56 plus 2x equals 180. 2x equals 180 minus 6. 2x equals 124. So therefore, x equals to 62, divided by 2, of course. So now we have x equals 62. To get y, we notice that these two angles together form 180. So therefore, y equals 180 minus 62. Y equals 180. So x is 62 and y is 118. And these are the answers as well. PQ is parallel to RS. ABC and ADE are straight lines. Find the values of x, y, and z. So let's take them one at a time. Of course, the x here is simple because it's vertically opposite to the 38. So x equals 38. This is very direct because you have the letter x here. And when two angles form the letter x, they are vertically opposite angles. So they are congruent to each other. And variable x equals 38. Next, we have the letter z. So we want to get the letter z here. In order to do that, first we actually need to get the letter y, excuse me. So we can get y first because this angle y here forms alternating interior angles with this angle here. So this angle here is also y. And in order to get y, we can use the triangle here. So triangle ACE is equal to 180. So the sum of angles in triangle ACE is equal to 180. So we have 24 plus y plus 38 equals 180. And then 24 plus 38 is 62. So 62 plus y equals 180. So y equals 180 minus 62, which is 118. So now that we have y equal to 118, we can substitute it in the blue y as well. So this is 118, and this is 118 as well. So in order to get z, we just simply subtract 180 minus 118. So z equals 180 minus 118. Therefore, z equals 62. So the final answers are x equals 38, y equals 118, and z equals 62. These are the correct answers. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope this has been beneficial. Thank you for watching.